4:30 in the morning. I'm going to the airport, so enjoy the day. So I just arrived home, and it's stinking hot, and this jumper needs to come off ASAP before I melt to death. Nothing's changed really. It's still green, and the spare block started to grow. You guys haven't seen this house before on video, so I'll take you for welcome to my humble abode. This is my room. This is where I spend a lot of time. I'm gonna jump on the computer and start putting this stuff together, and I'll catch you guys later when I'm out for lunch. Hey guys, how you going? It's Khan here, and today I'm supposed to be doing a summary of my week, which I'll get to later. But first, I wanted to mainly have not so much this vlog about like my life today, but more I wanted to summarize my crash the night I dislocated my shoulder. Because I put up on my blog that it happened, but because I was in quite a bit of pain, I never really talked about it. So yeah, I'll get into that. For lunch today, we went out for lunch for Australia Day. Me and my mum and my girlfriend, which was pretty good. And then come back and sort of just hung out the afternoon. Nothing really too exciting to show you. So yeah, I'll get into this sort of summary and sort of relive what happened the night I went over my handlebars and dislocated my shoulder. So that night, Mum was actually in Sydney, and for anyone that doesn't know, I live with my mum and my dad lives about 20 kilometres away, probably, approximately. So I was home alone because Mum was heading off to Adelaide to see some of the tour down under, and I hadn't left yet because I was going with my dad. So I was coming home from work, and it was about 10 o'clock, and I pulled in at the service station. I'm like, I'll just get myself a drink and a small packet of lollies and just have a quiet night in and watch some YouTube and play some video games like I like to do. And I was coming down, I was pacing on about 30 k's an hour, about 300 metres from home. Not quick, but like, yeah, I wanted to get home. I was tired and I just wanted to chill out and get out of the stinky clothes. And I was coming down the street, and next thing I know, my left foot slipped off the pedal, and I sort of jumped in the air a little bit because like my pedals don't stop spinning because it's a fixed gear. And yeah, I held it up. I was still going okay, and I was sort of wobbling everywhere. And most fixie bikes have a front brake, which I do. And I sort of grabbed on that. I tried to take off the speed rather than slam it and go over the handlebars. And I was slowing down to the point where both feet were on the ground. And then I think I might have just grabbed the brake a tad too hard, and it sort of threw me back over the handlebars and into the ground. I knew straight away something was wrong. I could not move my arm. That was the worst feeling in the world, but I thought, oh, I'll just get home and 10 minutes or so I should be okay and I'll be able to enjoy my night. I saw a car actually coming down the street, which was a bit scary. I got my front light and I sort of waved it up and down, but they pulled into a driveway before they got to me. I stumbled on home. It was about 300 metres. I couldn't carry my bike in my right hand. I had to wheel it in my left, and there were sort of parts almost everywhere. My light had snapped off, and yeah, it hurt. As I was walking up my street though, Um, there was a neighbour putting out his bins. I was, hey mate, how you going? I hope you have a good night, blah blah blah. He knew my mum was away, and I was like, okay, yeah, and he's like, I hope you have a good night. I didn't say anything was wrong. I got inside, and yeah, that's when I really noted that this isn't good. Um, I rang my dad almost straight away. I was in a lot of pain, unknowingly that my shoulder wasn't in its actual socket. And I pretty much just got up, got to my bed, and just lay down and just rang him. And he was in the car within a couple of minutes, and he turned up. He sort of had a look, and he wasn't sure whether it was a broken collarbone or he wasn't too sure, but we tried to ring the dial a doctor, a home doctor service that will come and have a look, but they said they'd come in like 3 hours, and we didn't have that much time. So I rang the ambulance, and the guy came in and cut my shirt up and got it off and went, yeah, this looks pretty dislocated. And the morphine, the green whistle as they call it, didn't work. So I had to walk out to the ambulance with in absolute agony with someone sort of holding me up so I didn't fall over. The riding was excruciating. Just the bumpiness of like the highway that takes us into the hospital. I felt every bump in my arm. Everything was just uncomfortable, and then once in the hospital, they found me a bed, and I had to put a plank under me, and they had to get me across. Yeah, that was probably one of the worst things that I felt. After that, I was pretty much gone straight to X-ray, where they were sort of trying to put blocks underneath me so I will see through my shoulder, I guess, and the X-ray's taken. But I'm trying to say that, like, this really hurts, and they're like, yeah, but it has to be done, and yeah. After that, I went back to the sort of room place where I was being kept, and straight away they put me into into the procedure room, and it wasn't long. They were pumping drugs into me, and one doctor said, no, we have to wait because you've been eating. Like, they had to wait like 3 hours or something. And he left, and then another doctor lady came in, and she goes, oh, so they put it in you? And we're like, no. And by this point, I was pretty much unconscious. So I was conscious, but I couldn't feel anything. And she's like, yeah, well, stuff what he says, I'm the boss, so we're putting it back in now. And as soon as, she picked up my arm and sort of gave it a bit of a wriggle, and it popped back into place. The pain went away. It's hard to describe, but the pain literally, it was still sore, but the pain was almost gone just by putting it back in. I had to wait there for a while. I had to sleep, and then we had more x-rays that night, and I had to wait forever because the actual x-ray place closed at midnight, so they had to call someone else back in. So there was a lot of waiting around that night, and yeah, unfortunately I couldn't ride in Adelaide, and I had to wake up and spend the last 2 weeks in a sling. And sorry that it's taken so long for me to actually get something out, but it's sort of almost taken a long time to comprehend and fully understand what's happened. But yeah, I'm coming around now. Tomorrow, so I guess my summary of my week, what's going to happen. Tomorrow I've got a doctor's appointment at the fracture clinic in town. I have to go get checked out. Hopefully they'll say I can take the sling off for good. Hopefully might be able to get back on the bike. And tomorrow is also my last day of holidays before I go back to school on Wednesday. So I'm not too sure how these vlogs are gonna go once I'm back at school. I'm gonna try my best to do them every day, or if not, I'll stick to my blog schedule of Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That should work. If not, it might just be a morning and an afternoon thing put together, because I guess you don't really want to see what happens at school. It's the same pretty much every single day. Thursday, school again. I'll be resting, I guess. I don't think I'll be allowed to ride until probably next week. Friday, school again. Saturday, hopefully I can get my part-time job at the bike shop in town here, and get a couple of hours there, get some money after I bought that kit yesterday, which cost me a lot of money. And then Sunday, then on Friday we'll have my food Friday. And Saturday, it's meant to be my training day, but it'll just be a vlog. And then Sunday, summary of my week, what happened, another vlog. And, oh yeah, I also forgot to add, tomorrow, as well as the fracture clinic, we'll have a review, Tech Shop Tuesday. I'll bring a review, probably might do my Reynolds Assault race wheels on my bike. Tell you how they've gone, what my problems have been, how they've lasted over the last 6 months. This will be a long one today. But I needed to sort of talk about, sort of reflect on what happened that night. Anyway, I'll put this together, and I hope thanks for watching, and thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe for some more vlogs, I'll try to do every day, or if not, it'll sort of just depend on how school goes as to what content I can get out. I might have to sort of stay back with the vlogs, but yeah, I'm enjoying these vlogs, so yeah. Thanks for watching. Tune in for tomorrow. I'll let you know how my fracture clinic appointment goes, and Tech Shop Tuesday, Reynolds Assault race wheels.